Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nailed It Intuition and Tarot. This is your girl Torch, and she just got her nails done. Me and my nail tech go together. Not really, but really, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm super happy to be here today to provide a reading on the Virgo Full Moon Eclipse that is happening on March 3rd. So, we'll see what the cards have to say about it, maybe get you some messages that hopefully resonate. So just remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes. If you recognize some part of your story in the reading, take what brings you back to your personal power. You're never under any force or spell due to viewing my content, and you have your own wisdom, judgment, common sense, and discernment. So please use it. I am going to shuffle the cards. Oh yeah, the cards. So I have the Madame Indoors Fortune Telling, the Druid Tarot, which is going to be my primary deck, the Power of Surrender cards, and the Baroque Tarot that I'm going to be using for clarification. So I'll speak the invocation as I shuffle the cards. So at this time, I'm calling upon the I Am Presence living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you, the high angelic realm, universal healers of the highest vibration, into this space to surround, protect, and guide this reading. Any lower vibrational energies or entities not aligned with the highest truth are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. May this reading remove obstacles and reveal what is meant to be seen along our soul's path so that we may shine our brightest light out into the world. And may the roads which lead to the manifestation of our truest soul desires be open now, clearly, divinely guided, and with ease. My intention for this message is to deliver peace, love, truth, wisdom, and empowerment. May my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to serve this intention is spoken. May those who are meant to hear this message receive the aforementioned, pure and unperverted by fear or illusion. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. Okay, so we'll start with, I'm going to sit this deck to the side. We'll bring that back out when we're ready. And so just to get us started, so, you know, full moons are always seasons of culmination and things kind of coming to the forefront, sometimes things even being released. And by this being a full moon eclipse, it is like a full moon on steroids, let's just say. So what spirit do you have for us as far as what are we being asked to surrender with this full moon eclipse in Virgo on March 3rd? And we thank you for being here. We thank you for guiding. We thank you for wisdom. We thank our higher selves. Okay, this one kind of turned to the side, so we'll take this. Oh, surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Man, isn't that the truth? Because sometimes, you know, we can really get, like bemoan and just get like weary about like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? But like everything about our lives is perfectly designed for our soul's growth. So, you know, when you are a spiritual person, everything is spiritual. And so let's see, is there anything else that is being surrendered with this Virgo full moon eclipse? And I'll just give it 2 more shuffles. If nothing else comes out, then we'll take what we have. 1 more. Okay, there we go. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, that's really a mouthful, because when we are surrendering to our soul's path, the way that we can best do this is by surrendering to spirit. You know, there's things that we can change, but there's things that we can't change. And so I wonder if in the cards we're going to be seeing some things that maybe, you know, we have been fighting against, you know, different circumstances or situations that may have come up that we are fighting against. So let's see, what can you tell us? What do we need to know about what is being asked of us during this full moon eclipse? Thank you for your love. We thank you for your guidance. We thank you for the plan and the path of our souls. Thank you for those who are listening. Thank you for the plan of their souls. Okay. So we got 6 cards on the table. Let's see. Can I get 2 more cards, please? 2 more. 1 and okay, there we go. All right, so what we have on the table is the moon, how apropos, the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the World, wow, this is the Ace of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Okay, and let me bring these 2 down. This is what we were talking about. Surrender to spirit and surrender to your soul's path. Well, you know, we've got the moon energy here. So this is definitely talking about this reading and the Justice card. How about that? You know, as I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking about Ma'at and balancing the scales, and how it takes on the scales, usually that Ma'at is holding is head in one and heart in the other. And so I wonder if there's not going to be some divine justice coming in, or some balancing, things being made right, things being balanced. Okay. Now with the moon card, a lot of times the moon can represent the intuition, the intuitive, the psychic ability being highlighted in some way, really revealing some things about like our fears, some unconscious, subconscious material. Also, you know, you think of like the sleep state, and when the moon is up, the sun is down. And so for me, with the sun being like the brightest light that we have, you know, I'm kind of thinking that maybe this is coming up in relation to some difficulties that we've been having with whether or not the work that we're doing is actually paying off. Okay, because I can see here with the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, it feels like, you know, there's been a journey here of going off in search of something that is going to, you know, bring one joy, bring one happiness. The 8 cups that we have here, you know, you've created, you've amassed, you've been working on some goal or some path, or just throughout your soul's path that you feel is definitely beneficial, but something's missing. You know, I feel like an edginess or like an itch right now that says that like, this isn't it, this isn't enough, there's more that I wish to create, there's more that I wish to build. Okay, and I feel like the absence of this thing has brought some level of sadness, with the 5 of Pentacles being here below it. Okay, you've been working really hard, and the energy of Virgo can often relate to, you know, what we're working for, what we're working towards. Okay, and so I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles being underneath the 7 of Pentacles, you know, you have really been working very hard. And you've gotten very like expert level, like expertise. You've gotten very, very good, like at the top of your craft, at the top of your skill set, about what you have been working on, what you have been created, or like a field of study, or a job, your career. You know, but something about it feels a bit unfulfilling, if I can be honest, because you've at least been dreaming about, or thinking about, or your soul has been like humming in the darkness, or like speaking that, or like aching, or just giving you signals that, you know, there's something else, there's more, this isn't it, this isn't enough. Like, I feel with this moon card and this 8 of Cups that while you have been trying to be, be on your best behavior, so to speak, and to diligently, show up on time, give it your best go, give it your best effort, have the best performance. Your soul is just not feeling a bit complete about it. You feel like there's more, there's something else that you want to create, there's something else that you want to build. Okay, and with the King of Cups being here, it almost has that feeling of like putting your head down and doing the work, doing what needs to be done, but it feels like drudgery. Like it doesn't feel like this is anything like what you want to do. And I feel you having skills, like you have transferable skills, okay? Like the work that you do, you can take that and do any job, like in a different setting or in a different, like if you're a good cook, like, if you've been spending all this time cooking Chinese food, it's like, well, you can cook Italian, you can cook, Ethiopian food, you can cook, Mexican food, like, your skills are transferable. But I feel like for whatever cycle that you've completed and wrapped up, whatever in the past has also wrapped up, I feel the cards are saying that, and the reason that you feel like this internal sadness or just like bored and unexcited, like not excitable, not really, kind of like emotionally detached, just removed emotionally from what you're doing, is because it's not bringing you the joy. Like you could do this job in your sleep. I do feel like this is talking about work or whatever you diligently apply yourself to, day in, day out. I feel like that's what this is talking about. Because with the Justice card being here, whatever your new vibration is, I get that you've been doing this a long time, but it's almost like you didn't complete this cycle to do the same thing. Like this cycle was completed so that you could do something that actually excites you. There's a new pinnacle, a new opportunity. So this could be promotion. This could be just getting a new job, starting a whole different career from fresh, and I feel that it's going to be something that you're actually excited about, and like you're going off to look for other opportunities. So you might have already been applying for other jobs, or just in your spirit, just kind of thinking like, what else would I be good at? Do I, is there other food that I feel like I could cook, because something about it is just, I feel like whatever position or job that you're doing now, or whatever service you're providing, you could do this forever and make a totally good living. Okay. But you no longer feel in alignment with what's going on. And with the moon being here, I'm almost wondering if something about the place where the service that you're doing, or the setting where it occurs, like if there's some what's the word I'm looking for? I was thinking like maleficent, but that's not the right, or maleficence, okay? Or if the people, the powers that are in place wherever you are, if they have somehow lost their direction, if they've lost their guiding light, like maybe you don't trust leadership, or where they have pivoted, once upon a time this used to be the best place for you, and now all of a sudden it isn't, and you just don't feel like it has anything else to offer you. And it honestly feels like it's exhausting you, and it's making, like you can see yourself happier somewhere else. You can see yourself more fulfilled somewhere else. Okay. And I don't know if maybe you find yourself like drinking to deal with it, or like it's been very stressful for you. Because I'm just looking at this King of Cups, and he's kind of this overweight guy with a cup in hand. So I'm thinking, if there's even certain habits that you have been developing to get through this period that may not be the best health for you, like overeating or maybe happy hour every day after work. Trust me, I know that life, because I've had that before, to deal with myself. So if every lesson, every moment, I feel like what this card is saying is that this is your soul stirring and your soul speaking here. And so if this is how you're feeling, like, you have to honor that. You have to honor that. And I feel like there might be a surprise coming out of this for you with the surrender to spirit card. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. I feel like there might be some, something that's about to shake with this. Like, this is divine discontent, and like, the discontentment that you have is for a reason, because you need to be discontent to start looking for the next thing, the new thing. If you felt happy here, you would want to stay there. And so the desire that you have to move on, to keep looking, to find, is because there is something out there. Like, whenever there's something calling us, you'll feel a dissatisfaction where you are, so that you can start looking, and the thing that has been calling you is what you are going to find. And I feel like what this Justice card being here, I definitely feel like you cannot stay where you are and maintain balance. Okay? Like, if you're gonna stay where you are, your soul's not gonna be happy, and it's eventually gonna impact your performance. And wherever the next place is that you're supposed to be, that space is going to be imbalanced from a lack of your presence from being there. And so this is a right move. It's a right unsettling feeling that you feel. It is right that you feel this, because it's time for you to get going. Okay, this is divine discontentment for a reason. You've completed this cycle. There's nothing else here for you. There's nothing else here for you. Either you have changed, and how you have changed no longer fits the environment, or the environment has changed and how you have shape shifted. The two things are no longer in resonance. Okay. So, I think what I want to do is just get a few more cards on top of here so that we can see where this is going. So thank you. Anything else that you would have us to know? Okay, so we got the Justice card out formally on the table. Okay. All right, so Justice, the Prince of Wands. Yeah, this is a new, oh, look at this. Look at this. The Prince of Wands, this is the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. This is going to be something that you are so passionate about. Like, we're going from the Five of Pentacles and like feeling like totally depressed and maybe even distressed about something, to like all this Wands energy where, something in your spirit is like being set on fire. Like, you're ready to go, you're ready to move it. And I almost have the feeling that like this opportunity is going to come out of nowhere. Okay. I get a coming out of nowhere type of vibe about this, with this Page of Wands. Someone's going to send for you. Okay. I just got chills when I said that. Someone's going to send for you. Someone's going to call on you. Someone is going to, reach out to you. Okay. I'm feeling like a heralding, like someone will send for you. So you're going to be aware of this. Someone's going to be looking for you, and you're going to be aware of this, okay? And oh, how it always is in most situations is that, you know, there's gonna, you know, either this new position is gonna have some competition involved, or, you know, you're just gonna have some people around. This card is calling me, y'all. Okay, the Three of Wands. Or you're just gonna have some people around who are just not happy for you, not happy about this. You know, or they're gonna feel like, oh, you think you're better or something like that because you've moved up in the world. And, you know, this again might be the reason that you're trying to get the hell out of there, because you just can't see yourself being there anymore. So this Justice, Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. This is going to be a new exciting opportunity for you that's going to bring back like a level of curiosity and joy and just like pure excitement. Like, I feel like you're going to be interested in whatever this is. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like this is a place that you'll have a future, that you will see yourself for a long time to come. I'm feeling like lots of reaping behind whatever this is that is this new opportunity that is coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles here. So kudos to you. So only thing I want to tell you is just allow this to happen, you know, because if you're fighting with yourself, and yourself knows, or yourself is gonna know what, like, yourself already knows that something better is available in the ethers, in the spirit, okay? Your soul already knows that. And so if you're allowing this to play out, trust it. Just trust it. Trust that the right position, the right opportunity is going to come. Okay, so I got this card, the Harlequin, and it came out in reverse. I don't really think this deck does reversals, but let's see if there's a reversed meaning for me. True feelings are masked. Where, you know, I've been telling myself that to put numbers on these cards so I'll know. Okay, the Harlequin is an actor whose true feelings are masked in order to gain acceptance. At times, the Harlequin is a prankster whose sense of humor and playful acts make them the center of attention. However, the Harlequin may also be concealing a sadness derived from loneliness or a broken heart. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about you, right, with this Five of Pentacles card. Like, you've been faking it, you've been pretending, and if you're not happy, open your eyes. The happiness is for a reason. Thank Spirit, thank the divine for the sadness that you're feeling. But like, you're not going to be able to fake it forever with this role. If you stay put. So start dreaming again. Start looking out to the horizon to figure out what it is that you want to do. I feel like you already know, because it's going to be something that's taking a skill that you already know. You already know how to do this. You're already expert at something. And so I feel like if you build things, you're going to be building them maybe for a different company, or you're just going to be building something completely different. Okay, concrete can build sidewalks. Concrete can also build bridges. And so maybe it's something like that, like taking a skill that you already have, but using it towards something new, something that that makes you feel like you're contributing to forward movement and to progression, and that you're actually making an impact and making a difference. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching this reading. If you like my nails, you like my reading style and messages, hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. And until next time, bye-bye.